Hello and welcome to episode 1 of the overview. Today we are going to be talking office fit out, and I'm delighted to welcome Trevor Ivory of DLA Piper. Great to see you. Unfortunately, we can't do this face to face under the current restrictions, but can you tell us a little bit about why I've invited you along today?
Sure. There is an irony. We're talking about offices, and clearly neither of us are in one. But so DLA Piper is a global business law firm. Very proud to have an office in Birmingham. We are in the process of an office move, moving to fantastic new premises in the Paradise development to Chamberlain Square in the centre of Birmingham. And you guys are helping us with the fit out. So you're in there. I'm not. Getting it ready for our move.
Surreal world. What made you decide to relocate your business in the middle of a global pandemic?
Good question. It's a question of timing. It's been a long running project. So actually, whilst it's culminated in the middle of a global pandemic, there was a lot of work going on beforehand. The lease of our existing office is coming up, so it was time and an opportunity to look for new premises and to make a new investment in Birmingham.
Okay, and as part of that process, you presumably wanted to bring your workplace back to life, reinvigorate all your staff, and obviously have in the back of your mind the lessons that we're learning through COVID-19 at the moment.
Yeah, very much so. I mean, the original plan was very much about making a statement and reflecting our commitment to Birmingham, but also making sure that the office reflects who DLA Piper is and reflects our DNA, reflects the global strength and the fantastic client base and the fantastic staff that we have. Our office is a big part of our recruitment offering in many ways. So there are a number of reasons why we wanted to make the move. I think that's obviously the position has changed in terms of our thinking on what role the office plays and thinking on what the design of that office should look like. So that's been the thinking that's been done probably in the last 12 months or so since we first went into lockdown in March.
Okay, and were there some key things that you wanted to make sure were retained within the original design from the original drawings compared to what you're now having?
Yeah, very much. I think one of the big things that hasn't changed very much as a result of the pandemic is the client space. As lawyers, we have a lot of meetings and host a lot of clients coming into our office for meetings. So what we needed before, and I think what has stayed the same in terms of the fundamentals of the plan, is having that quality client reception, client meeting room space, and all the hospitality and such like that goes along with that. That hasn't changed. What probably has changed in that aspect is the tech that goes into each of those meeting rooms, moving away from traditional video conferencing and looking much more at Zoom and Teams and all the other facilities, making sure that those meeting rooms can work in a sort of semi-virtual way, anticipating that change moving forward.
Okay, and do you see that tech will also involve your own people as well in terms of striking a balance between the workplace and working from home in the future?
Inevitably, won't it? And I think the bigger changes we've made to the design have been on the working floors, where I think we've really looked at how our people are going to be using the office moving forward, how that balance between working from home and working from the office will play out. And technology is a real critical part of that, actually making sure that it's seamless, regardless of where within the office people are choosing to work, regardless of whether they're in the office or out of the office, making sure that that's a seamless experience for them is I think really important to making sure that the business operates efficiently and effectively.
Yeah, I completely agree. I mean, it's a benchmark, isn't it? It's the way that you can make your people work in a very, very good environment, whilst having all that technical support should they require it. Okay, in terms of your business, in terms of attracting and retaining staff, do you see that's a positive move? in terms of the new office?
Without a doubt. I mean, we're going into the best premises in Birmingham. We're going into some of the best offices in the country, to be honest, but certainly the best in Birmingham. It's a fantastic location, and it gives us the opportunity to refresh the style of the office. Our existing office is predominantly cellular, and it's looking tired. And ultimately, we are one of the world's leading global business law firms, and we want to attract the very best talent in all of our markets. And part of what increasingly, I think, what people are looking for when they're coming to us as young graduates, it's changed a lot. In my day, all I needed to know was I going to get a job and how much were they going to pay me? As long as the answer to those two was acceptable, I was happy. But actually, the image of the office, the quality of the environment, the mental and physical health well-being agenda is we have a much more discerning customer, if you like, in terms of potential recruits than I ever was, and having the right office and having an office that befits the status of DLA Piper is really important to making sure we attract that talent.
That's really great, Trevor. Thanks a lot for your time today. I mean, I'm looking forward to welcoming you to your new office, but I'm also looking forward to welcoming you before that so that we can do a site tour together as works progress. It'll be really good to catch up with you face to face.
Very much look forward to that. It's been a pleasure to be here. Thanks, Andrew.
Thanks a lot, Trevor.